Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. Are we live? Is this thing on? Good morning, fantasy football fam. This is Big Game Day Energy. That means we treat every day like game day, but it feels a little bit more special when it is actually game day and we are actually pumped because week 13 is here and you guys got a bunch of start sit questions, and hopefully the questions or the answers that I give you guys provide you guys a playoff berth. If you are watching us on X, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe, and please drop your questions in here, and I will do my very best to get to all of them. In order to prioritize your question getting answered, especially if we get way too many, and we'll only be live for the hour, a super chat will get your questions prioritized. Okay. All right. So let's get it popping. Pop up the little Chatamundo here. All right, May or Allen from Emal. Good morning, Emal. I think the answer has to be Josh Allen. It has to be Josh Allen. He has to bounce back, even though he doesn't have any of his tackles back. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? It's got to be Josh Allen. I do love Drake May. I think Drake May is a smash this week. I have Drake May ranked slightly higher, but I'm going to ride with Josh Allen. PPR Lad or Travion. It's another one of those situations where if it was exclusively Travion would be the RB1 of the week, easily. But it's not exclusively Travion, even though it's a fantastic matchup on Monday Night Football against the New York Giants. I'm going to ride with Ladd McConkey. I love Ladd McConkey this week. Can't control life. Shout out to my guy, Billy. He says both. My man. Hey, guys. What's up, Jay? He says, hope all is well. PPR, Gainwell, Bucky, or Neal. Choose one. Gainwell, Bucky, or Neal. I think your safe floor play here would probably be Bucky, just because it's a plus matchup. It's a fantastic matchup, but the volume is what we're concerned with. But volume has never been Bucky's game. He's been an incredibly efficient runner of the football, and you kind of want to protect Baker Mayfield. It's been announced that Baker Mayfield's starting, by the way. So you want to protect Baker Mayfield because his shoulder's literally sticking out, his left shoulder. So we don't want him to drop back and take a bunch of unnecessary hits. So give me Bucky here. I think that's the answer. Theo Pitts or Walker. Like Kenneth Walker? If that's Kenneth Walker, I'm riding with Kenneth Walker. If it's Waller, then I'm riding with Kyle Pitts. Bye week on the line. Start one. Ted McMillan, Juan Jennings, Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm going to say the volume should go Ted's way. Ted should get a lot of freaking volume, but like how good is the quality of volume that Ted's going to be getting? Right? I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be limited in a fantastic and plus matchup. He is only 2 weeks removed from an emergency appendicitis surgery. So he shouldn't be back, theoretically. But yeah, long story short, I say you got to swing for the fences on this one. You got to go with the ceiling play. I think it's Tet, but if it was any other situation where Marvin Harrison Jr. wasn't recovering from a surgery, I would say he's an absolute smash. What's happening with the man Sleaze? So he was incredibly hungover yesterday, and did not message me once yesterday because he partied on Friday. He had his reunion, 20-year high school reunion, and then messaged me today saying I'm still dead. I'm like, how the fuck are you hungover 2 days in a row? Like, I get you're 40, turning 60 right now, but like, brother, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Drinking, taking you out for 2 days, that's rough. So he said, why don't you go live? I said, okay. He said he'll tune in. I don't know if he's tuning in. I have no idea if he's tuning in. I don't think he's tuning in. All right. Tootin or Theo Johnson flex. I'm going to go with Bayshell Tootin, E-Man Jeans. Good luck. Leo Dominguez says Pollard or Chris Rodriguez. Kill me now. Give me Tony Pollard because there's less mouths to feed in the running back room there. Scooter, I see you over there over on X, brother. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for watching us and supporting the dream. on X, but we only answer the questions exclusively on the YouTube side. So I'll gladly answer any and all of your questions. If you head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, so support the community. And thank you guys so much. Whoever's watching on X, thank you guys so much for tuning in. But we'll only answer the questions over here on the Big Draft Energy YouTube side. What up, Flex? Godwin or Judy? I'm gonna say Godwin for sure, Charlie. And good to see you, Charlie. Long time no see. I miss you, buddy. He says Flex Godwin or Judy. I'm gonna say Godwin, but I do think Judy has a lot of upside this week. He may be a great tertiary option in DFS. Hold on. I want to see something. Oh, that's nice. No, not wide, tall. Okay. Oh, that's clean as fuck. Yeah. Did you guys see what we just did? Okay, cool. DK versus Kuntz in the flex. Going, Bones. Good morning, you fuck. I'm only one coffee in, by the way. All clear. Thank God our audio sounded clear. Thanks, baby. That's Kobe and the Cattle Dogs. That's my wife's YouTube account with our Black Lab and our 2 cattle dogs. So, yeah. Smitty So Pretty says rolling the dice with Gainwell over Dowdle due to matchup thoughts. I don't like that. I'm going to bounce back with Rico Dowdle. I much rather trust Rico Dowdle in this situation because when you look at that offensive line, it was built to travel. It was built to run, and it was built to play against tough front sevens. It is one of the better offensive lines in football. I'm going to trust that, and I'm going to trust that the play calling gets fixed, and we see more volume go to Rico Dowdle as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Dowdle. Played Lamar Jackson, Andrews, and Loop down big and need big upside. Pick 2, Harvey, Egbuka, Olave. I would sit Olave here. Egbuka's target, like even though the fantasy production, when you look at the box score, isn't there, his target share is still top 10 in the NFL. He was like 23, 25% last week in a negative game script, in a fantastic game script, in one of the pluses matchups in football against the Arizona Cardinals defense that hemorrhages fantasy production to the wide receiver position in general. It could be the, oh, thank you, another coffee. Could be the slot, could be the X, it could be the boundary. It doesn't matter. They hemorrhage a lot of fantasy production to the wide receiver position. My guy, Steve D'Angelo says, man, Steve, I try to only answer things exclusively on YouTube, but since you were so fantastic to us, especially during the 24-hour draft-a-thon, and you are a friend of the show, and you are one of my favorite content creators, he says, what's good? Rank these players: DK, Bryant, Fannin, Bam Knight, Mechie. It would go Fannin, DK, Mechie, Bryant, Bam Knight. I have zero interest in Bam Knight this week. Can't Control Life says, Disco, what's up? I see that we just got a super chat. Shout out to Mr. Hold on. We gotta make sure that okay, there. Okay. I just gotta star the ones that I left off on. Okay. Perfect. Super chat from Jay Lorden. Thank you so much. God bless you with the $5 super. Thank you so much for supporting the dream. Genuinely appreciate it. Every donation goes a really long way. Every super chat goes a really long way. Every membership goes a really long way. So I genuinely appreciate any and everybody who takes a moment to try to bless me and the channel, and help turn this into something that could potentially be a living. Thank you. God bless you. He says, I know you said Strange earlier, but would you start him tight end over Gatson and flex Woody or Neal, or just start the 2 tight ends? I would personally start the 2 tight ends here. I think Woody Marks gives you a decent ups. So here's the thing. I'm going to say I'm starting Strange. I'm starting Strange. Okay. And I'm going to start Strange, and I'm going to start Woody Marks. That's what I'm going to do. Jay Lorden, for you. Okay. That's what I'm going to do, because it is a fantastic matchup for Woody Marks, because 2 of the defensive linemen in the front 7 for the Indianapolis Colts are out. So we might see an actual even matchup on the ground for the Houston Texans for the first time in a really long time. Young LJ says, just supporting the dream. God bless you, man. Appreciate you. Emal Jean says, thanks. Did you ask a question, Emal? Did you ask a question? I'll gladly. He says, Tootin or Theo Johnson at the flex. It's Tootin for me, brother. And honestly, guys, I want to take a moment to shout out Frankie Nunez, because all the time, I try to bless you guys with free pick'ems. That's absolutely smash. And Frankie Nunez blessed me on Thanksgiving, and I'm very thankful for him with a 20x banger that turned $10 into $200. So contractually, I'm obligated to want to tell you again today. So Frankie Nunez, what you got for us, brother? And thank you so much for blessing me with that $200 pick'em ticket. God bless you. It's the first time I ever tailed an audience member, and it cashed. So I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful for Frankie Nunez. You are incredible, and you're always in here. You're always showing love, always showing support. I just don't know where. Like, I wanted to find you, see if you were in the Discord. I wanted to see you if on X. Like, I generally was trying to go out of my way to find you and thank you. But I appreciate you. Got to give you your flowers, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my guy. Emal, I appreciate you, brother. Scooter, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. I appreciate you, brother. Please head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. It's free. It costs you nothing. It takes 2 seconds. Thank you, sir. Half PPR, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson. Oh, hi, Rocky. Hi, Rocky. I didn't even realize you were here. Hi, Rocky. That's my adopted one. He's adopted. I'm gonna ride with Michael Wilson, half PPR. I 18 targets if you're not counting penalties the last 2 weeks in a row, like 36 targets. That is obscene. And this is a fantastic matchup where we know for a fact the running back room for the Arizona Cardinals is completely garbage, Caden. It's horrible. It is a carousel of just doo-doo, caca poo-poo, right? But we know that Jacoby Brissett is going to throw the ball, and he's going to complete a lot of passes, and we know for a fact that the Tampa Bay secondary is going to give up a lot of production. I want to trust Marvin Harrison Jr. I want to bet on the talent, but Michael Wilson has been phenomenal. I'm not going to bet against Michael Wilson. I think the only odd man out when it comes to that receiving room now becomes Greg Dortch, unfortunately. It was never Dortch, even though he was very productive. He was very productive. Caden says, happy PR, Brees or Etienne? Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to ride with Travis Etienne, but I do love Brees today. I have them ranked RB 12 and 13. Etienne at 12. Theo Pitts or Waller? It's Waller. Okay, Pitts for me. But I think Theo gives you really good upside, but I'm going to ride with Kyle Pitts. Theo, Fannin, or Strange this week? Strange, but I also like Theo. That's Steve TX22, and then that's Leo Dominguez. Jose Rodriguez says Tet, Wilson, Jennings, Godwin, or Mooney. Pick 2. Give me Michael Wilson and give me. Why do I want to say? Give me Tet. Give me Michael Wilson and Tet. The first 2, sir. I was going to say Darnell Mooney, but I don't want to do that. Adrian Carrillo says, "What's up, Big Draft? What's up, Adrian Carrillo?" He says, flex spot, Waddle, Michael Wilson, Gainwell, or BTJ all have pretty good matchups. They all have fantastic matchups. I'm going to say the first one. It's got to be Jalen Waddle. He's in one of the better matchups in football. When you look at the X position in general, especially Kool-Aid McKinstry, they play a lot of man defense for New Orleans, and they give up a lot of fantasy production to the X wide receiver. The most, by the way. Kool-Aid McKinstry has given up the most fantasy production to an individual wide receiver on a weekly basis. So hell yeah, give me Jalen Waddle here. He's in a fantastic matchup. Even though I'm contractually obligated to answer Brian Thomas Jr. Because he was my wide receiver one coming into the season. Boy, we fucked up. Yeah, even though I'm contractually obligated, for sure. Give me Jalen Waddle. And my guy, Fantasy Savvy, Steve, shout out to you, brother, with the $10 super. And all he's saying is hit the like button. He wants nothing from me but friendship. Steve, let me know if you want to hop on the show. I would love to have you on the show right now, brother. I would love to get your energy, your vibes, all that good stuff in this show, brother. Please let me know. I would. I'm just gonna, in good faith, put it out in the universe and send you a DM with the invite, hoping that you could hop on. Generally one of my favorite content creators and one of my favorite humans. Like, not because he donated, but he's just a brilliant man and a good man, a high quality man. And he's over with, yeah, he's fantastic. Thank you again for the super, brother. You didn't have to, but I appreciate you. The pickleball champ comment here is fucking hilarious. I love that. And it appears we got another super. Did we get another super? We got another Jose Rodriguez supporting the dream, blessing us with more donations. God bless you guys. Honestly, you guys are incredibly generous today, and I'm actually at a loss for word. Thank you so much, Jose Rodriguez with a 199 super. God bless you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, best community on the planet, and it's not even close. Pickleball champ for Sleazy, yeah, definitely. Manifesting Bucky will perform good coming back. I mean, the matchup is perfect, right? And here's the thing with Bucky Irving. You know the floor is going to be like 7, 8 fantasy points. I think we're going to see him at a limited capacity with 12 touches, but what he can do based off of how efficient he is behind an incredibly explosive and strong run blocking offensive line, a Baker Mayfield who's injured, and an Arizona Cardinals defense that gives up a lot of fantasy production. I don't want Bucky Irving on my bench. I cannot, in good faith, suggest to bench Bucky Irving. Because if he pops on your bench and he's 100%, he's going 100%, then I just sound like an idiot. And if he doesn't pop, I apologize. But like, what are your other options? It's got to be Bucky. Teach their own, live free, die trying. I don't even know what that means, brother. But it's provocative. Gets the juices flowing. That's for sure. Gardner. What about Gardner? Thomas. What about Gardner? Marvin Harrison Jr. back. Don't worried for Wilson. I'm not worried about Michael Wilson. I think Michael Wilson's going to be fine. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be limited, and I think both of them are going to eat. Are we going to see 30 fantasy points from Michael Wilson? No, but his floor is still 15 plus. I think there's a world where we could see both of them get 15 plus fantasy points, and that's good enough to get in my lineup. What's good? Fantasy Savvy, my man. He says rank these players DK. So it's Fannin, DK, Mechie Bryant, Bam Knight. Hall, Harvey, or Judkins full PPR. I got Harvey above all of them. I think Judkins gives you the safest floor with a touchdown upside, but I just love Harvey this week. He had 60%, snap usage his last outing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Nobody really runs the ball against the Kansas City Chiefs, but this is a different game, different defense that he's playing, a defense that gives up a lot of fantasy production in the air, in particular, to running backs in a full PPR. RJ Harvey's going to smash today. Volume with RJ Harvey's skill set, yeah, give me that. He's Thomas Sierra says need a tight end this week. Mason Taylor, Darren Waller, Taysom Hill, Gardner. It's Taysom Hill for me. It's Taysom Hill for me. Where the okay. Sorry, I just had to text Sleaze. I don't know if he's going to hop on. I don't know if he's going to comment or anything. Yeah, it's Taysom Hill for me, sir. Gino MVP. Gino was you should have never rocked with Gino. Should I drop Neal to add Waller for tight end depth? I currently have Gatson as other tight end. My other RBs are Gibbs, Judkins, Hunt, and Swift. No, I'm not doing that. Respectfully, I'm not doing that. Jay Lorden, once again, thanks again for the super chat. Very generous of you, man. Thank you for supporting the dream. Godwin is droppable. Godwin is not droppable. Godwin, no. I don't care if it's a shallow league. I don't care if it's 10-man league. Godwin's not droppable. Jawan Johnson or Waller. It's Jawan Johnson. I got to see Waller. Even though you want to start your tight ends against New Orleans, you definitely want to start your tight ends against the Miami Dolphins. Young LJ says just supporting the dream with $2. E-Manny Jeans with the $1.99 holler, just supporting the dream. Appreciate you, man. What's cracking? Frankie Nunez, my guy. He says drop Godwin for Mechie, Higgins, Parker Washington, Judy, Adonai Mitchell, Tesla, Tillman. Who pick up? You're not dropping Godwin for any of those guys. You're not. Fantasy Football Life says happy football Sunday. Let's fucking go. Do you trust Bucky or should I roll with Devin Neal? Also BTG or Parker Washington. I'm trusting Bucky over Devin Neal, even though Devin Neal has a decent matchup. And I'm going with Brian Thomas Jr. Knicks or Brissett. I'm going to ride with Jacoby Brissett, but I do like both of them this week. I like them both. They're ranked 8 and 9. Brissett is 8. Knicks is 9 for me. Jawan Jennings or Mooney, both windy. Stranger Henry PPR. Give me Darnell Mooney because he's not really dealing with any other targets there, Jelly of the Month. I don't think he's dealing with any other target competition. We know that he's going to break one at least for long. Hopefully it translates into a touchdown. And then Stranger Henry. Give me Strange. We were very in on Hunter Henry last week, but it was easy. It was easy to predict that because Hunter Henry was playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Thomas says Tootin. See Rod Juwan Jennings at flex. That's Tootin for me. That's Bayshell Tootin. But next would be Juwan Jennings. I think Jennings is like the safer floor play. We got so much love. Hell yeah, I can't control life. So much love. That's what we do, man. That's what we do here, brother. We got another super chat here. God bless. God bless. God bless. Thank you. Jeff LU9WI. He says with a $2 super. Thank you so much for supporting the Dream Brother. He says, would you pick up Taysom Hill and play for Jawan Johnson? I think Jawanson's so like here's the thing. If you're playing against a guy who had, say, CeeDee Lamb, Patrick Mahomes, Christian Watson, Rashee Rice, if you're playing against a guy who just absolutely smashed you, like you're smashed from, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monangai, if you're playing against those guys and you need the fantasy production and you need the ceiling, that's where I would play Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill has no floor, zero floor whatsoever. Zero floor whatsoever. If you are up, if you have those guys in your lineup and you are looking good, I think Jawan Johnson's your safe floor answer. So whatever you need, that's your answer, right? But with Taysom Hill, just know that there's a very, very strong possibility you could get a 0. I just know that, like, within his range of outcomes, you could also get 30 today. And I want to play it for upside because scared money don't make no money. All right? All right. Thank you for the super chat. God bless you, brother. Super generous. All right, where did I leave off? Okay. Start Warren or Darren Waller? Tyler Warren for me, for sure. Stephen McMahon. Frank Nunes says, we got him. Good morning. Good thing Musgrave got one catch for 29 yards. For 29 yards. Let's go. Steve says he can't join us. He says, I appreciate it, bro. I'm on vacation with family. Have a great one today. God bless you, Steve. Appreciate you, brother. Take some time, baby. Let's go, Pepper Tony. Let's go. You know what's gonna happen, Pepper. I'm sorry. I'm so hot. I'm so warm. I'm wearing a sweater right now. This is not good. Not good at all. Trevor Cox says, need a flex start full PPR. Bucky, BTJ, Judkins, Neil, Tet. Bucky for ceiling. Judkins for floor. Bucky for ceiling. Judkins for floor. I know I'm contractually obligated to answer Brian Thomas Jr. And like since I heard Chev say contractually obligated, anytime there's like a Taysom Hill or like Xavier Worthy or Matthew Golden or Brian Thomas Jr. question, I have to use that disclaimer. I'm gonna say Bucky. Yeah, Bucky. Defense and special teams to stream Niners or Dolphins. Oh, neither. What are your other options, Stephen McMahon? I don't like either one of them today. Full PPR, need flex, Vidal, Tet, or Neal. I think Tet and then Neal for me. A lot of people like Vidal. I know I had Hams on here yesterday. He's huge on Vidal. I can't get into him behind especially behind that terrible offensive line. And it's a good matchup. It's a good matchup for the Chargers. But behind that terrible offensive line, I think the Raiders' defensive line is one of the better defensive line units in football, and that offensive line with all the injuries across the board is one of the worst. I want Ladd McConkey, and that's all. Like maybe some Gadsden, that's all. Just give me Ladd McConkey. Probably know your answer already, but Diggs or BTJ as a PPR flex. If you need the ceiling, I think the answer is BTJ. If you need the good matchup, I think the answer is Stephon Diggs. Trent, I would ride with Diggs this week just to see what BTJ has. And good to see you, Trent. Love you, buddy. My defending champ. It's my defending champ right there. Let's fuck Fantasy Savage with a $10 hodler. Again, appreciate you, brother. Can't Control Life says, let's fucking go. Let's go. Jose Rodriguez with the blessing. Jumbo Formation says, what's up, bro? Wandell or T-Mac? It's T-Mac for me. Liked on the way in. I appreciate that. And I'm going to take a moment to ask you guys right now to take a moment and smash the likes. We are doing really good on the likes, by the way. We are doing really good on the likes. But if you have not liked the video, please take a moment to like the video. If you guys are watching us over on X, I believe we were 9 subscribers on YouTube. We were 9 subscribers on YouTube from our next milestone of 2,400 subscribers on YouTube. So if one of you 91 people watching on X could head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, subscribe to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, leave a like on the video, leave a comment. Let us know that you did it. I'd be really, really grateful, guys. Thank you so much for supporting the dream, and appreciate you, Jumbo Formation, for saying liked on the way in. Bucky or Hall. Hall is definitely your safe floor play. So I'm going to say if you want the floor, it's Hall, but Bucky, I like. Sit Bucky, Harvey, or Khalil Shakir in PPR. I'm sitting Khalil Shakir, Bloody Bones. Full PPR, flex Jawan Johnson or Jacoby Myers from Franklin Nickeldick. That can't be a real last name. Franklin, is that actually your last name, Nickeldick? Nickeldick. Yeah, no matter how you say it, that ain't no, that's not real. Full PPR flex Jawan Johnson or Jacoby Myers. I'm gonna say I'm flexing Jacoby, but I do like Jawan. R.I.P. So this is alive. He's alive. I spoke to him today. Justin Jermillo says, "Yo, please help DK, Neil, Tracy, or Woody in the flex." DK Metcalf for sure. Okay, thank you. You're very welcome, Jose Rodriguez. Yeah. We got that one already from Jeff with the super. Which defense is favorable for the playoffs? Eagles. I love the Eagles playoff schedule. Yeah, I love the Eagles playoff schedule. DK or Godwin, full PPR, from Gouda 999. I'm gonna go with Chris Godwin. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, the hungover monster. Sleaze, he says, "Yo, I'll pop in for a bit, smash the likes and subs, y'all." Hell yeah. That's my guy, Sleaze. Sleaze Decimus Meridius. He's alive. He's alive. Good morning. What's up, Nate Kong? He says, "Good morning, brother. I'm projected 30 over the guy in second place. Looking to have some fun. Should I start Hill over Neil? Absolutely. Baker still over Tua? Absolutely. Looks like the rain is clearing up in Miami. Clearing up in Miami or not, like, even though I like Tua, he's one of those guys who's incredibly inconsistent. Good matchups, bad matchups. He's just tough to trust. Let's link once a week. Want to play ball during winter? Oh man, my Achilles is like one snap away. He says, "Got a gym spot?" Yeah, my house. I have a gym in my house. You could come over whenever. You know, you could come over whenever. Yo, what's up? What's up, Frizz? Thanks so much for signing up to Drafters using promo code Disco Frizz. Good to see you, brother. Did you tell us on the bet, Frizz? Where's Frank Nunez? Frankie, I need that bet. Yeah, my real name. Yes, my last name real. God bless you, Nickel Dick. Mix of Greek and Scandinavian. My girlfriend doesn't want to take my fuck. Hopefully she takes the Nickel Dick though. God bless you, brother. God bless you. That's rough. God bless you. Bring your questions here. All right. I still have a bunch of people asking me questions over on X. Oh man, look at the Fu Manchu, bro. All right, be right back. I gotta take off this hoodie. Be right back. Look at the Fu Manchu.
You like
I gotta
it?
pull this down. Look at this guy.
Look at it. Oh God. What is good, chat?
What is up, Mr. Fu Manchu, bro? Jeez, he
like
needs some milk. Okay. Suggestion: double cheeseburger. Get several of those bitches. You got the Gatorade. Good job. You need to get yourself a Starbucks Nitro cold brew as well. Gatorade, Nitro cold brew from Starbucks for sure, and then 2 double cheeseburgers from wherever. You need to get those. And you can't control life. Is like the glasses are fogged up. That's amazing. They are.
Oh, I am. We are not doing good over here.
Okay, so let's let the folks know what happened. Where the fuck you've been?
20-year reunion party. That's where we were at the country club, and then ended up, I don't know, everywhere.
Yeah, what was it like? Did you have like a hangover situation where like Doug went missing and?
Oh my God, dude!
There was an Asian guy who was naked in the trunk of somebody's car in the morning. Mattress
puking all morning. It's terrible.
Really?
Yes.
But like the party was 2 nights ago.
No, it carried to like 5 a.m.
Wow. And you've
Yes.
been puking all this morning?
Yeah, I'm dying.
And you just slept all of yesterday?
Slept all day.
Yeah.
Just
So I
got
was
up.
talking to D, bro. He's like, "Where's Sleaze on your show?" I was like, "Dude's hungover." He's like, "It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. How is he still hungover?" I was like, "You've seen this guy party. This guy's an animal."
Oh my
He's
god.
like, "Does this happen often?" I'm like, "At least twice a month minimum."
No more. That's it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Until the next time. Did you get your double cheeseburger? Did you order your double cheeseburger? You got your double cheeseburger fix?
McDonald's only does breakfast till 10. Gotta wait 30 minutes.
Oh, God bless. God bless. All right.
All
Frizzle
right, I'm
says, yeah,
locked in.
Tail Gel was trying to look for that $3 draft y'all did, but I guess it ran out. It did run out, but right now they have they got the $11. Oh no, the $11 weekly whale also
Yes.
filled. So your best bet is the 888 week 13 Sunday octopus. It's an $8.88 contest. There's 457 out of 500 lineups, but it is two quarterbacks. You need to realize that it is two quarterbacks. Get in on that one now because that one gives you the best odds to get a return on investment because there's only 500 people in there. If you can enter multiple, do that. You should be able to enter multiple right now. And yeah, it's two quarterbacks. Try to get in on that one, buddy. Your limit is at 8 of them. Okay. Thank you so much for using promo code Disco again, Frizz. All right.
Darren Waller or Brenton Strange.
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 Yeah. Even though I like starting tight ends against the New Orleans Saints, I need to see Waller first. It's one of those situations where coming off of an injury, like I think Waller could smash. He's in a fantastic matchup. You always want to start your tight ends against the Saints. All right, Warren or Theo Johnson from Brian Carranza, 2274. I'm gonna say Tyler Warren, but I also love Theo Johnson this week. What do you think, Celise?
Gotta be Warren, even with his little illness or whatever he has going. He's gonna be
Yeah,
better.
he's cleared. Can't control life is laughing at you. Sleaze needs some milk, says
We have
Bloody
no
Moses.
milk. Dying.
Milk was a terrible choice. Right on the spot. Aaron Jones, Neal, or Juan Jennings PPR. I'm going to say you got to go with Aaron Jones. Like it's not the greatest matchup on the ground, but like the volume should be there with the fourth string quarterback essentially in the lineup, or the third string quarterback at the very least. I do like Neal. I think Neal has one of the best matchups in football. If you need the ceiling, I think Neal. If you need the floor, I think Aaron Jones. What do you think, Shalise?
I'm high on Devin Neal this week.
As you should be. It's a fantastic matchup.
Dude, the Niners game is supposed to be freezing and snow and 35-mile-an-hour winds. My God.
Holy
I'm gonna
crap.
cover him.
26% of the people who voted said that Taysom Hill will be the tight end one of the week. That's wild. That's beautiful.
Gotta get
Glasses fogged
here.
up. You're not helping Disco chill. I'm gonna puke. Warren or Theo, we got that one, buddy. Sleeve, liver, rest of season, AFK. AFK for sure. So AOC. No, not him either. Woof Woof says, laugh my ass off,
Don't you
sleeves.
like the chew?
Huh?
Don't you like the chew?
The Fu Manchu?
Huh?
Nah, listen, man. Anytime you shave the beard, I hate you. At least you kept some facial hair, though. That looks clean. I think it looks clean. I think it looks better than when you go clean shaven, for what it's worth.
When I go straight
Uh,
bald white, it looks so white.
shout out to Tootsie Pop. Shout out to Rachel. She says, you're here. I need 2 out of Darren Waller, Hunter Henry, Mac Hollins, Devin Singletary. I'm going to say the first 2, Darren Waller and Hunter Henry. I want nothing to do with Mac Hollins and Devin Singletary, Rachel.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. New Orleans has Carolina, New York, Jets, Tennessee, which looks great for the playoffs. What do you think? Or the Bucks, who have ATL, Carolina, Miami. Which of the two do you like more? I would say I like New Orleans more, but I cannot, in good faith, suggest New Orleans as like a constant play the rest of the playoff way. But I think New Orleans is a little more trustable. What do you think?
I'd say Northern has a better defense by a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
the Bucks get
Jeff,
shredded though.
Jeff is laughing at our guy Franklin Nickeldick. It's his actual last name. We had a moment. Got any last minute props to Hammer? I will share our pick'ems because we've been killing the pick'em market. I'll share the pick'ems that we have for this upcoming week. Tail at your own risk. If you guys want to sign up on Drafters Fantasy, Make sure you use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Before we show you guys the bets we like, we're going to show you guys the bets we've hit. Thursday sucked, but shout out to our guy Frankie Nunez for this one. He blessed us with this 20x ticket on the chat. I've never tailed anybody in the chat, but Frankie Nunez is always in here, so I figured I'd give him the solid. So we smashed this one, $10 into 200, 20xer. Then we got this one, Tet over his longest reception, CMC over his longest rush, smashed that for 3x. Sleaze and I built this bad boy. We built this bad boy. And the closest thing we've hit to 100 extra, $10 into 252.5 because I safetied it. But hey, free money. I like that. Lock of the week last week was Hunter Henry over 3.5 receptions. Mahomes over his passing yards. Put 40 to win 120. And then the second lock of the week was Jerry Jeudy over his receiving yards, smashed on one play. Hunter Henry, 3.5 receptions, and worthy over 40.5 receiving yards. We got blessed with overtime. And then even the Monday Night Football game before that, we went for 35 extra, which was absolutely sick. So we do have a couple pick'ems that we like. You don't have to tail them verbatim. Like, don't go for the 100 extras. Pick two of the ones that you like the most, put them together. Make sure you use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar. You don't get to just bet here on the football stuff. You get to bet on PGA, NHL, NBA, all that good shit. You get to do some daily DFS drafts where it's a unique twist on daily DFS. You don't have to do the salary cap situation. It's actually a redraft when you and 4 other people queue up. So 5 total. You guys get to do a redraft build, and your scroll downs can make the difference between winning and losing your DFS week. And like, your first bet, if you guys want to do one of the pick'ems and the pick'ems give you the best odds, is on the house. Like, if you use promo code DISCO and you deposit $25, you'll have 50. If you use 50, you'll have 100. If you use deposit 75, you'll have 150. And if you deposit 100, you'll have 200. So your first bet is risk-free. It's on the house. Get to know the app, figure it out, check it from there. We are not liable for any losses, but we will definitely take credit for any of the wins. Okay, guys? So here's what I have upcoming. I like RJ Harvey over his longest reception. I love his rushing yards. I love his rushing and receiving yards. Evan Ingram over his longest reception. Kaimi Fairbairn's probably one of my favorite locks on the week, over 6.5 kicker points, because 2 defensive linemen are out for the Indianapolis Colts. I feel like for the Houston Texans will be able to move the ball, but not every drive will end in a touchdown. So I believe that we're going to see Fairbairn put up a lot of kicker points, especially if it's indoors. And it is indoors. I like Michael Wilson over 54.5 receiving yards. I like Jacoby Brissett over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And I love anything Ladd McConkey related, I'll take it. So on this ticket, we got Ladd McConkey over 20.5 longest. This one we got, so this is Huhaim's parlay. He says Ladd McConkey over 4.5 receptions. CMC under his rushing yards of 67.5. Even though it's Cleveland in Cleveland, I don't love it, but I trust him. Pat Bryant, 22.5 receiving yards. Taysom Hill is one of my favorite props, 9.5 longest or 22.5 rushing yards. Chris Godwin over 31.5 receiving yards. That Huhaim's ticket. This is my favorite ticket for the week, guys. I got Taysom Hill, 9.5 longest. Jeudy, 15.5 longest reception. Bijan Robinson over 79.5 rushing yards. Woody Marks over 12.5 rushing, longest rush, because there are 2 defensive linemen missing for the Indianapolis Colts front 7. Kyron Williams over 12.5 longest. Jalen Warren over 13.5 longest. These are rushes. Emeka Egbuka over 22.5 longest rush, and then Kaimi Fairbairn again for 6.5 kicker points. All right.
Lock in.
Yeah.
If I do the passing touchdowns, does it go with the yards? The receiver
No.
of the same team? You can't.
Yeah. Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, no, it's Brian Thomas Jr. over all of them. No, it's Judkins, BTJ, Marvin Harrison Jr., PPR. My motto's always been, when it's right, while waiting to
I got a
win
bad
in
boy
a
for you.
dark night. Huh?
I got a bad boy for you.
Okay. Let's catch up with the chat because we don't have very long, and then we'll bang that. I'll tell you. Yo, start one from Astros. Fannin, Strange, already playing BTJ, Etienne, Ingram, playing Sutton, Hawk, Parkinson's, Taysom Hill. Play Taysom Hill. Yeah, Taysom Hill. For sure. Pick 2, Shakir, Sutton, BTJ. I'm sitting Shakir. What about you, Sleaze?
BTJ, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. What's
Does
up,
he have
fellas?
this
What's
big
up,
game or
Larry
no?
Fisherman? What's up, Sleaze?
Think he comes back and has his big game?
I think he should. This is a fantastic matchup for the X wide receiver, top 5 on the week. Larry X Fisherman says, "What's up, fellas? What is up, Larry X Fisherman? I need 2 RBs, full PPR: Judkins, Harvey, Neal, or Marks. I had Swift on the bench. Yikes! I'm going to say Judkins and Harvey. I like both of them a lot. What do you think, Sleaze?
I need 200 for Judkins, Harvey, Neal. God, I can't sit Harvey this week.
Yeah,
Judkins and Neal, especially because of the snow, they're gonna pound the run in Cleveland 49er game.
yeah. Why do I like? I was telling Who Hames this yesterday during our show. And we had a fantastic turnout yesterday. Yesterday was a great show. I was telling him yesterday I like Ricky Persall a lot this week, and I don't know why.
I mean, 0 for 2 so far. Hopefully, he has a big game. I'm not trusting him to start him yet, though.
Oh, I haven't trusted. Like Ricky Persall has been a definitive sit for me, but this week I like him. Yeah, it's Judkins and Harvey for sure. Rico or Etienne, I don't want to give up on Rico Dowdle, but I think Etienne is in a plus matchup. I also love Tootin this week. So I'm going to say Etienne, but it's very close. You're close to 50-50 there, Astro. What do you think? Rico or Etienne, Sleaze?
Etienne.
Yeah. Johnny D says Bucky Irving versus BTJ as a flex PPR. I like Bucky Irving's efficiency metric. I think we're going to see more usage from BTJ. With the Baker Mayfield injury, give me Bucky Irving. What do you think, Sleaze?
I'd say Bucky's your floor, BTJ's your ceiling.
Good call. Baker or Bo? Give me Bo Nix. What about you, Sleaze?
I like Bo Nix this week a lot.
Yeah, I do too. That means we should go with Baker. Oblivion says morning Arby's, Judkins or Gainwell. Judkins for sure. Pick 2: Egbuka, Franklin, Neal, or one of the above. I'm gonna go with Egbuka and Franklin. And then one of the RBs, tight end, Strange or Gadsden. Give me Gadsden, but it's close. So yeah, give me Judkins, Egbuka, Franklin, and and Gadsden. What do you think?
I'm going Judkins, Egbuka. I do like Franklin, but I go Neal there, even though I like Franklin too. And I'd go Gadsden.
Okay. I love Franklin. You look at the slot performances against Washington, they absolutely smash. And it's him and Evan Ingram, and I've given up on Evan Ingram. Henry crushed last week. Great call, fellas. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, Knifey? He says half PPR, Debo or Neal. I'm riding with Debo this week, man. I know everybody likes Neal, but I think Taysom Hill takes up way too much of the production, especially in half PPR format. Give me Debo. I like Debo a lot to smash this week. With Terry McLaurin back, I think Debo's going to be running free. What do you think, Sleaze?
I'm still riding Neal. I like Neal a ton this week.
Pause. Who Hames had a great pause moment yesterday. He's like, Jacoby Brissett is hot. I was like, pause. Also, hey, good to see you, Knifey Spoonie. Good morning, my guy. I hope you're having a great day. Tomorrow, you and I are going to be arch nemesis. We're going to be rivals. I hate the fucking New York Giants with every bit of my existence. You know, I'm a diehard New England Patriots fan. Fuck them. What do you think? Hall over to... Okay, I'm tailing. I like Frankie Nunez. I will tail with confidence. Frankie, you get $20 this time. Hall.
His receiving yards are at 22. Is no receptions.
He doesn't have reception prop. Okay. Jackson.
What do you like from the? See, I like John Mechie as a lock, 34 yards.
I'm not betting on John Mechie. Okay. Jackson Smith and Jigba. So he laddered him up to 109.5 receiving yards. Ty Johnson over 1.5 receptions. I love that call. I think Ty Johnson is one of the sneakiest. We don't have a receptions prop for him here. I think he's one of the sneakiest tertiary options this week. Gainwell over 3.5 receptions. I don't know about the 3.5 receptions for him. Okay, Lad targets. We won't take that, but we'll take the Lad receptions. I will take the Lad receiving yards, and I'll put $20 on this. I just got 2 of the props. So there we go. We got Lad receiving yards and Jackson Smith and Jigba receiving yards. I put $20 to turn into 60. Lamont, head over to the Big Draft. Thank you so much for tuning in, brother. Head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe, tune in, ask your question here. We will gladly get to your questions here. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting the dream. Generally appreciate you, but we'll only be answering things exclusively on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. And once again, thank you for supporting the dream. Sleaze, that lightning looks perfect for a nap. That lighting looks perfect for a nap. Hell yeah, he's hurting for squirting. Josh says Jags or Finns D today. Dimes, Stroud, Darnold, or Purdy. Give me Sam Darnold in the revenge game for sure. And then give me the Jags defense. What do you think, Sleaze?
I'm going with both. I'm starting to move Purdy out of my lineups right now because of this weather update.
Yeah, Mr. Productive. Hometown advice. Head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Smash a like, subscribe. Gladly answer any and all of your fantasy football questions here. You got 15 minutes. Pittman or Jennings in PPR. Give me Michael Pittman just because of the game environment. Give me the indoor game with potential touchdown upside. Jennings is tough, but I do like Ricky Persall. Kevin, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the dream, but we really need you to head over here and subscribe. Help us get to 2,400 subscribers, our next milestone. What's cooking? Good morning, George. I hope you're having a great day, brother. He says, what's cooking? It's afternoon now. Yeah, it's afternoon. What's up, George? He's Astro says, hey, why do you like Taysom Hill so much? He's been quite ick. Kamara's up, but I don't know. I appreciate the insight, just a little scared. So I'll tell you exactly why. This is a top 5 matchup for a quarterback. This is a top 5 matchup for a quarterback rushing wise. This is a top 5. Like, this is all based off of what Miami's allowed on the season, the last 4 weeks, and their last 2 matchups, right? This is a top 5 matchup for a running back. This is a top 5 matchup for a tight end, both receiving. Okay. The reason why we like Taysom Hill is because he's the perfect marriage of all of those. He literally plays all of those positions. So we're going to get some passing touchdown upside. We're going to get some quarterback read option rushing upside. He leads the team over the last 4 weeks in red zone snaps and red zone efficiency. The Dolphins have given up top 5 red zone snaps and efficiency within the 10-yard line over the last 4 weeks, over the last 2 matchups, and over the entire season. It's an incredible matchup for Taysom Hill. I love him for an anytime touchdown. Taysom Hill's in a smash spot. And I am contractually obligated to recommend Taysom Hill, especially in his best matchup of the year. Yes, it hasn't really been paying off, but like, this is his best matchup in theory. And, you know, I'm hoping it finally translates. Sleaze, do you like Taysom Hill this week?
I'm riding with you in one league. One league.
I respect it.
It's finally here. I mean, the matchup's there. Everything's, you know, like you said, red zone. He just hasn't converted the touchdown. He's got the opportunities too.
100%. Like, I'm literally watching New Orleans Saints games, like saying, why am I doing this to myself? Because fucking New Orleans Saints games suck. Franklin or Devin Neal? I think Neal is your floor play. I think Franklin is your ceiling play. What do you think, Sleaze?
I like them both again, but I go Neal.
Yeah, I prefer Franklin, but Neal is definitely the safe option. Franklin could disappear. George says, is Olave good to go? I have Jettas, Brees Hall, and Bucky on the bench.
Olave's good to go. There's rain in the Miami game. There's rain in the Rams game right now, and there's snow in the 49er game so far as the update there.
George says, I am. What is he saying I am to? Did you ask him a question?
No, I did not.
Oh. Well, hello, George. Good to see you, brother. He says, blow, I'm cheering for the Pats to win too. Giants are already eliminated. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. B. Silva says, start 1 tight end and 2 flexes, full PPR. Kittle, Bowers, Wandell, Michael Wilson, Shakir.
Oof.
Kittle. Playing Bowers.
Bowers. I think Bowers is going to have a tight end 1 week for some reason. I go Shakir.
Yeah, give me Kittle, Bowers, and Michael Wilson. That's my answer, B. Silva. By the way, you still owe me 15 gifted. What? No stress. Easy ET says, just woke up. Marvin Harrison Jr. Good morning. Franklin or Quentin Johnson. Sit one. I'm sitting Quentin Johnston here, sir. What about you?
I don't trust QJ.
Yeah.
Do you think NHJ does good though in his first game back with the appendicitis and a great matchup?
Yeah, it's the best matchup in football.
I know. It's hard to trust him though, but
42.90 fantasy points to the wide receiver position, 73% of that to the X position. Hell yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr., Troy Franklin, Michael Wilson, BTJ need 3. I'm sitting Franklin. No, I'm sitting Marvin Harrison Jr. Out of these 3, sir. You gifted 20? It's too much. It's too much. George Troyon with a 199 super. He says Olave good bench, Jettas, Hall, Bucky, Strange. You said Olave's good to go.
He's out there, yeah.
Okay, good. Got that one. The man is alive. Thank God. Says Daniel was asking about you earlier. Hard to decide. This is Yun Suming says hard to decide on tight end. Full PPR. TJ Hawkinson, Mason Taylor, Taysom Hill. Yeah, Taysom Hill. I think Gunnar Helm is a sneaky play, but I prefer Chigo Okonkwo. If Chigo Okonkwo is available, I think he's probably your safest play out of them all. With these options, I don't think there's a safe floor. There's definitely a ceiling, and I think Taysom Hill gives you the ultimate ceiling play. Flex 2, Strange, Hawk, Ertz, full PPR. God bless you. I'm not.
I like how it is, George.
I'm not flexing. I think the odd man out has got to be Ertz, right?
I mean, I want to say that Hawk will be the security blanket for Max Brosmer in a great matchup, but I don't trust that either.
Hey, man, Max Brosmer has a lot of football experience, whereas JJ McCarthy doesn't. Like, Max Brosmer played 6 years collegiately, had 46 starts, played 46
I don't
That's
care.
a lot of
This
experience.
guy.
And JJ McCarthy didn't even start when he was, a redshirt his first year at the University of Michigan, and he didn't have to throw the ball a heck of a lot. Give me the experienced guy. I'm saying right now, I believe in Max Brosmer, and I'm believing in Justin Jefferson bounce back. I don't think you should be benching Justin Jefferson this week. Just putting it out there. Would you guys trust Olave back or start one Franklin or Michael Wilson? I would trust Olave in that combination, but I do think Michael Wilson's a safer floor play. My boy Sleaze looks cooked. Take another shot. I mean, that's the best way to resolve a hangover. George Troyon, thank you so much for your continued generosity, and thank you for supporting the Dream Man. Genuinely appreciate you. Fredo, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Ask your question in here, buddy. We'll gladly answer it. You got 9 minutes. This show is fire. K-Dog, you're fire, brother. God bless you. George, those are big dick calls, benching those fellas. I agree. Kincaid's still questionable. I'm already, shout out to Spanky Johnson. I'm already starting Brian Thomas Jr. and Tootin. I have Strange. Should I play Kincaid if he's out? I could play Ingram or Barner. I could also start Strange or Taysom. I'm going with Kincaid. I think Kincaid should be good to go.
Give me Taysom Hill.
I mean, that's definitely the ceiling play, but you get ceiling and you get floor with Dalton Kincaid, and I think that's the right answer. Sleaze, can you please peep the 7th grade lineups? Thank you. Sleaze with the 20 gifted. Holy crap. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Michael Wilson, Brian Thomas Jr., Waddle, or Gainwell. I'm playing Waddle over all of those guys. Adrian Carrillo. Sleaze?
I'm looking at his lineup. This is a tough one here. Michael Wilson, BTJ, Waddle, Gainwell. Waddle is for sure.
Yeah, just one.
Waddle.
Do you like Gatson today or Waller? I would say Gatson gives you the safer floor. I think Waller gives you the ceiling.
I like Waller for a touchdown.
If Sutton is mediocre today, would you start Christian Watson rest of the season? Yes. Flex Godwin or Taysom? Godwin. Godwin's the floor. Taysom's the ceiling. Must win for me. Opponent had A.J. Brown go off, and he still has Jonathan. Taysom. You have to play Taysom. Charlie, play Taysom. RJ Harvey, Troy Franklin, or DK full PPR. I apologize for the dogs barking. It's RJ Harvey for me, and then Troy Franklin, and then DK. Thank you, fellas, from Unsuming. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. Not scared of Brissett. Love for Wilson with Marvin Harrison Jr. could be the wide receiver 3. No. The opportunity is going to be there. Tracy Jr. or QJ Tracy. I think there's reception upside there. I can't trust QJ, but he could smash. It's a fantastic matchup for him as well. He could smash, but he disappears. Expectations for JT today. I think JT's rushes for over 120 and scores 2 rushing touchdowns. He kills Texans. Sleaze Bomb, thanks. We got that. We're all caught up. All right. You said you got a couple bets that you like?
I do.
All right.
I do.
Talk to me, Papa.
So Jacoby Brissett's passing or the touchdowns. You can take either one.
Okay.
Kymir DK's receiving yards. 33.5.
I got 32.5.
Even better. Devin Neal rushing yards, 43.
Oh, that's a good one.
And John Mechie at 33.5.
I hate this.
Dude, he's got 6
still like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll get 16. We've been killing it. $16 and
25 on that.
All right, sweet. Bet. Great show once again, my guys. Charlie with the $5 super. Guys, you guys are so incredibly generous. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I generally appreciate you guys. We typically don't do these Monday morning, Sunday morning shows. I don't even know the fucking day it is. But Sleaze is hurting, and I had to pick up the slack. Hopefully, we answered everything in the Discord. Did you check the Discord?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
We're
cool.
caught up.
Okay,
George, I like the lineups. Oh wait, here's a good one. Tet or Justin Jefferson or Nico Collins, Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson, Nico, Tet. Like I trust Jefferson this week. Shakir or Neil? Give me Neil. I like Shakir, but yeah. K Dog says let's go. U2 squeeze. TT says Igbuka or Wandell. It's Igbuka. I don't like Wandell this week. Flex Kenny Gainwell or Vidal. I think Vidal. Yeah. Have Lamar Brissett on waivers. Lamar's on your fucking waivers. Would you pick up Brissett or just drop Parker Washington or Purcell just to trust him? I'm trusting Lamar, but I'm also okay dropping Parker Washington now. I think Parker Washington's a dead asset.
Yep.
Who for my wide receiver 2 and 3 in flex spot? Zach Charbonnet, Trayvon Henderson. Yes, for your flex spot. Yep. Wide receivers. Tez Johnson, Jordan Addison, Dortch is droppable. Debo Samuel for sure, wide receiver 2. Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 3. He already has Devontae Adams as wide receiver 1, and Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs. Yeah, so Henderson, your flex, Debo Samuel, and Jacoby Myers. I do like Jordan Addison this week as well, too. Yeah. Pittman, Strange, or Bam at the flex. I think Pittman's got to be the answer, even though I hate the fucking matchup.
We're going Bam.
Yeah, I'm not interested in any of the running backs there. I have Warren at tight end, also must-win situation. Then yeah, you want to go with Strange or Bam. Thanks y'all, appreciate you. Peace out. Hey Frankie, I appreciate you, brother. Nobody's come on the show and blessed me with a free pick'em ticket, and yours was the only one that I hit on Thanksgiving. So thank you so much, brother. God bless you. And you're always in here showing us love. Always in here showing us love. Sleaze, that is it for the show. I'm going to be playing some Call of Duty pretty much all day.
Laying down.
Yeah. But let the folks know who you are, where you're from, what you do, and how they could support you and all of your content. You have 433 people over on your X. There's 178 people over on my X, and there's 21 people here. Let them know how you can support your content, what you got in the works, and yeah, thanks for popping on, even though you're hurting.
Yeah, shout out to Big Draft Energy for covering the show, man. I'm already ready to go back to bed, man. I'm dying. Sleaze Bomb, my mind is a weapon fantasy football show. Find me right now. I do most of my stuff on X, YouTube. Maybe next year I'll branch out. It's just too much work to get everything across all the platforms. And then next week, I leave 18th for Iowa for 10 days. So we get 2 weeks to the fantasy playoffs. Then I'll be probably popping into your shows during those weeks. So
I will be in Niagara Falls for how did I get more money? I just looked up and I got more money. Did one of you guys sign up on Drafters? I think somebody else signed up on Drafters using my promo code. How did I get more money?
You just gonna spend it real quick. Hurry up, drop it in.
No. We're up. We're really up. Like we've had a killer couple of weeks. We're up, and we've withdrawn a lot, but we're up. Don't need to gamble anymore. But yeah, we're going to be in Niagara Falls for Christmas. I know that for sure. But I'm going to bring my streaming setup to Niagara Falls, and I'm going to stream from my wife's childhood bedroom, probably. So we're going to keep the live streams going at the very least. But yeah, man, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, Sleaze. Gatson or Warren over on X. Since it's last minute, I'm going to say Tyler Warren. Knifing with the great stream, gents. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thankful for you guys. Grateful for you guys. We'll catch you guys on the flip side tomorrow night on Sleaze's show. We're going to be looking at we're going to be catching up and talking about all the things that happened and transpired. It's our recap show over on Sleaze Bomb's YouTube channel, and Sleaze is hurting. And yeah, we'll be talking to you guys over on the Sleaze Mom YouTube channel tomorrow night. Good luck, guys. God bless you guys. Time for the best outro in fantasy football. Peace.